I am ready now.
Coming to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan. Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulations.
And what can we expect?
Surprises!
Engineered by Jay Timko and produced by Eric Beatty. And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
Alrighty, hello. Welcome everybody to the Detroit Cast. I am Mike, that is Jay. Eric is here, Timko is here as well. It's a Wednesday show. How's everybody doing? How you doing, Jay?
Hooty hoo!
Hooty hoo!
I'm good.
Why aren't the lights flicking on?
Glad to be here.
Yeah, me too.
Glad to be with you.
Thank you. Lot to get to today. Dare I say, a big show?
This is a big one.
Yeah, we got a little bit of ISIS stuff and Obama at the polls and a new toik. Hot new toik.
It's like every other day, dude.
I know, it is, but it's fun to visit some of these.
It is. I still don't think this one can hold a candle to our double toik.
Yeah.
Frankly, they've won it.
Banging two teachers at once by a kid. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
This one's worthy of mention, so we won.
Mm-hmm. It is. There's a couple of them. Eric's highlighting another one. There was two toiks today. Not in the same realm. But this one does get a runner-up because she supposedly was banging another student in 2012 that they overlooked. So they were like, whatever. So she banged one student. Who cares? 10 signs that you're gay. We'll get into that in case you were wondering.
I'm looking at 9 of them over here.
He doesn't like that. Haunted house and Satanists, a lot to get to today. We'll start with news that broke just a little while ago. It'll probably be old news by tomorrow morning, but, when you hear this. But our actress friend, Danielle Watts.
Daddy?
The one on the phone that was banging her white boyfriend.
The police stopped me for no reason, Daddy.
Except because I'm black.
Yeah.
You know how often they stop me because I'm black with a white boyfriend in Los Angeles?
I'm an actress.
I'm an actress. She was in Django Unchained.
What was the cop's response? I'm mildly interesting.
No,
I'm mildly interested.
It was.
I have an agent. Or I have a
publicist.
I have a publicist. I'm mildly interested.
The fact that you have a publicist? But please give me your identification.
Yeah. Daddy.
I'm mildly interested.
I'm mildly interested.
Thank you for bringing up the race card. I never hear that.
Oh, it was awesome. Well, she's been charged, as has her boyfriend.
Awesome.
Do you know what her boyfriend does, by the way?
Isn't he a chef?
He's a chef. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I thought he was some kind of celebrity chef.
Was he?
Yeah, I didn't recognize his name, but what do I know about chefs?
Yeah. I don't know anything about chefs.
Yeah.
But he's apparently
we ate grilled cheese today.
That's right. We did.
Serious?
They were delicious, though.
With ham in it and everything. Jay had 2 of them. He gave me 1.
Grilled cheese?
That's the kind of guy I am.
It was awesome.
You showed up late, dude.
Yep.
Kind of.
The whole team showed up late. Kind of.
Well, maybe you don't send
I don't know
a
who we
text.
blame.
Yeah, Jay.
But Jay?
I don't care that it said Thursday in a text. Maybe if I'm going to see you that night,
If it was,
I know it says Thursday. I get that it says Thursday and today's Tuesday.
I recite to you.
No, I get it.
the fact that you and Timko both read it as today.
It means nobody reads my text. Because I knew Mike didn't.
No.
And I actually did. I actually did read it and went, no, they wouldn't have screwed that up.
It means
they know
they
better.
see Jay and they go, whatever, dude.
That is bullshit because you know for a fact I get back to you usually pretty fast almost any time you get a hold of me via text.
I quote at 8:09 a.m.
I know what it says.
Sorry to have to do this, but kid commitments require me to arrive later than usual this Thursday.
Ooh.
Approximately.
Now, does it say TUHU or is it
I'm sorry, THURSDAY.
Oh, it is
Capital
spelled out
T.
Thursday?
Yes.
Wow.
Later than usual this Thursday, approximately 9 p.m. arrival.
Okay, well, hey, we're going to see each other tonight. I get a text Tuesday morning. I know we're already normally a later day. I see 9:30. I say, okay.
Here's my thinking. I'm used to dealing with people that have full calendars and other shit going on. So I try to give people a heads up when things change because I appreciate when they do that to me, Eric.
You don't need to
So
tell
that
me
was my
anything because I'm
purpose.
here already anyway, so you guys could come literally at 1 in the morning and be like, okay.
But strangely enough, you're the only one out of the 3 that read the thing.
I did?
That's not. I did read it, goddammit.
It rolled around to about 8:30. I'm like, fuck, do you think they misread my text? Like, it's like, oh yeah,
they did.
for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, when we usually meet around 7 on Thursdays. I am always here at 7.
Yep.
Not today.
That's today.
Well, next time send me a text. Just talk. Whatever.
All right, I'll send the other people with other shit on their calendar the text in advance. I'll send it to you the day of. That's a good lesson.
I read it.
No, you didn't read it.
I looked at it and assumed. I made an assumption that he meant tonight.
So you immediately jumped down to the bottom. Approximately 9 p.m. arrival. Is that all you did? You saw Jay.
This is what I
approximately
said.
9 p.m. arrival.
I have kid stuff going on. Sorry, it's going to be really late.
You got disinterested. You're like, bird, bird, whoa!
I got back to you.
9 p.m. Okay.
You sent me another text out of group form, and I got back to you almost instantly on that one. So it's not like I do not get back to you when you get a hold of me.
9 p.m. I'll be able to tuck in Nana and change her Moxie pad for the night.
Well,
perfect timing, Jay.
It'll fall in line with something else that we'll get to later. Which was about 20 things to remember if you love someone with ADD.
Oh, I don't.
Right. But if you were...
I'll listen to them.
You'll listen to them. And I think, I don't know, we might recognize some things. We might...
It's funny, we're doing a gay countdown and an ADD countdown.
Yes, we might recognize some things on both lists.
Oh,
what a night. What a day. What
By
a morning.
the way, can we do a little house cleaning?
Keeping? Cleaning?
Yeah.
Do you have a housekeeping matter?
I do have a housekeeping matter. Yesterday, I mentioned that my card was declined and that it said I had negative $40,000 balance. And I was trying to buy a prescription at the time. And it made it sound to some people like I was using our Kickstarter money to go shopping and buy personal things, which couldn't be farther from the truth.
I can assure you, people, I will not let that happen.
It won't let that happen.
Mike wouldn't do it.
And it just happened that my accounts that were together are frozen. While this was going through the process, it literally froze across the board. So when I went in there, that's why I pulled my phone out like, wow, what's going on? Why don't I have any money? And that's all it was. So yeah, trust me, folks. Having a lawyer on staff makes it very difficult to pull any shenanigans. Let's just say that.
He will have no slush fund.
There will be no slush fund. There is no slush fund. And even my bank won't let me use the slush fund right now, so it doesn't matter anyways. But anyway, I didn't want people thinking at all that it was like, wow, I got 40 grand to go spend on toys myself now. That's not the case. As we said from the beginning, we're not paying ourselves with that money at all. It will totally be used, as we said, to advertise the show. Get a generator and some other things, some prescriptions, the necessities. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, back to our actress. Daddy. They charged her and the boyfriend with lewd acts.
Well.
Yeah. So this is something that could so been avoided. Like they wouldn't have charged them with shit if they didn't make such a big deal out of that.
Move along. We're getting reports from people. You're being jackasses. Get out of here.
I think they even said that on the scene. Didn't they say something like, "Hey, someone calls us. We have to investigate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's no big deal." And she's on the phone with Daddy, being a drama queen the whole time. And it's just because I'm black and he's white. As if anyone in Los Angeles would give a shit about a biracial couple. Who cares?
Right. And then,
nobody there would care.
And then if people don't recall the story, TMZ came out like the next day or the day after with pictures of them actually like boning in the front seat. And it's plain daylight. It's a fairly busy street, it looks like.
Yeah. With
a building right next to where they're parked. So people were looking out the window, kind of like I used to do, into the parking structure and see people boning. Same deal.
That's hilarious. What an idiot. Yeah, they went. Remember, they went on their Facebook pages and talked about, it was profiling. It was profiling, and that's
They went everywhere, man. Remember they were.
They did, but it started because of them saying it on their Facebook.
Isn't that
pages.
incredible? How shameless is that? You
It's
know,
pathetic is what it is.
You know, especially after, like, no, you knew you did it. You know what you did.
Right.
You're gonna. I mean, that's the thing. You know what you really did, even if there weren't pictures. Even if you felt like maybe people didn't have pictures. The fact that you would go out on CNN and, like you said, Facebook and USA or Good Morning America and all that stuff, and how dare them racially profile us when you know you did it.
Yeah. You ever get caught having sex in your car? E?
No,
of course not. You wish.
Yeah, I wish.
I think might have had a cop one time. Move along here, kind of thing. You know.
That's what I had. A tap on the window
Yeah.
and a kind of a wink, wink. Nice job, son.
Yeah.
Move it along. Unfog these windows and let's move it along.
Somebody call. You know, just get out of here.
I couldn't have been in a more off the beaten path, like parking lot.
Was it the dentist office? I had the dentist
church parking lot
Oh
once.
boy, you asshole. No, I had a dentist office. That was it was perfect. It was like you pulled in and pulled around these back bushes and everything. It was just unbelievably good.
For hiding.
Yeah, and I thought I passed that on to everybody. You didn't know about the dentist office?
That might have been where I was. I just don't remember. I wanted to say I was at a school.
Yeah, I pulled in there once. There's Dan sitting there in his
Seriously?
Yeah.
So you had,
I came up with it, but
so you had like what is it? Make out.
a make-out point.
Yeah, make out point overlooking the city.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You had your own version of that.
Yeah. It's a great spot, though.
I want to know where
being city folk. I mean, that's what you're looking for, right? You're always looking for somewhere to drink and get it on. You know, it's like living out. Now that I live up in Lake Orion, you see all these open fields and shit. It's like, God, that would have been so easy.
I want to know where the dentist office was. Where was it?
I'll tell you later.
Really? You can't even say? People are going to go there now. Get it on at Jay's old spot.
No, it was, let's see.
Would have been around 10 Mile?
10 Mile between Beach and Telegraph.
Okay. All right, I wasn't going to say there.
So as you're headed east on 10 Mile, before you get to Telegraph, on the north side.
Jeez, wow.
On the north side of 10 Mile.
I hope someone tells this dentist office.
You're going to turn in, and you can, like I said, drive kind of back behind these bushes and
Good to go?
get it on.
Apparently not. Someone's tapping on your window. Move it along.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's where that happened. Come to think of it, it happened at a different place. But the dentist office, I think, was good to go all the time.
Yeah. I'm going to use it. I'm going to go there now.
Under your chair.
What'd you do?
Just flip my pen.
Happens. Hey,
Excitement.
we're still going to send E to a haunted house, right?
Yeah? Dude, we're running out of time. Come on, man.
I'm trying.
Got like a week left. Get it done, dude.
Trying.
Busy? Are you busy?
No, that's not it. You're such an asshole because you know exactly what the reason is. I'm not going into any of these things. I'm not doing any of them until I can confirm that I can make it funny for the show. I'm not going to do it if I feel like it's not going to be a funny couple-minute clip for the, like, I'm not doing it by myself.
So we wanted you to videotape it.
Right.
If
and
possible.
if I can't find a way that will make it worthy of that, then I'm not going to do it. I'm only doing it for the show. I would never go to one of these by myself.
My question is, if you went in with, say, an iPhone, and even if you turn the light on, once you start getting into it, is someone really going to go, hey, you, come here? Like, those things you're packed, like, person to person. I mean, the only thing I'd be worried about is when you get exited, if someone went, hey, let me see that footage. But if you just handed it back to your buddy and went, I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, I haven't been through one in so many years. I don't even know. Like, since since phones came out, it's been that long. I haven't been in
me
one
either
since I was a little kid, so I don't know how they treat that.
I don't know. I'm gonna try maybe this Saturday. I thought my concept was when I was looking in one of those. They have if you go to a lot of the grocery stores in the area, they have that big paper book thing that has like 100
the haunted houses
or whatever. And there's like this one that claims it's a really intense hayride. And my thought process was I do have a friend with a night vision camera, so my thought process is that would be easier if like you're kind of sitting on the hayride. If they just had like a hoodie, they could probably easier film.
See, these guys are filming in there.
Oh well. Oh yeah,
it's pretty good.
Yeah, you can see everything. Look at how dark it is.
Why don't you go try it, dude?
Because I don't want to do it if I can't.
Well, it looks like you can.
Because you'll see there has to be some. See, he just turned on his light. See that?
Timko did a simple Google search, and boom, first thing that came up.
I haven't seen anything so far. It looks like just a guy walking through a house to me.
Yeah, well, just wait. Here we go. Oh, shit.
Man.
God.
Oh, man.
Zombie dog.
All right, well,
that kind of scared me.
By the way, you don't know that
honest.
this is a fan list. You don't know that this isn't the company that put it out. All we know is we have video of it.
All I know is somebody walked through a haunted house with a...
Timko did a very simple Google search.
I don't see any friends with him. I don't see any other people. Usually there's a...
You don't need it. You can film it on your own. You don't need any friends there.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Most people don't. You might.
It's like a chesty, dude. A GoPro chesty.
Okay.
Throw it on. Let's go.
Simple.
I am going to try this Saturday, though.
This Saturday?
Yeah.
Can we say where you're going?
I don't remember. I'll bring the paper in tomorrow.
Good.
I'll bring the paper in tomorrow.
I mean, and maybe we don't want to say because we don't want to tip them off that some guy's trying to come through with a camera. I don't know.
Yeah.
But this is what I would think you would get. While it's dark, it's still somewhat lit so that that you can see where you're going. So I think it would work
we need,
anyway.
though, dude,
is
one of those.
Than you think. I really do.
What we need is one of those ones that comes off his head and faces him.
Yes.
So we can see my man freaking out.
I have that, I think.
Do you really?
I have the I have the headset and the GoPro.
But you don't have the thing facing him. You need the thing facing him.
Yeah, we could rig that up.
Even this film is not as this is just a guy walking through. The concept of that they have to give my reaction to being
what we need is to have your buddy wear my headset one and just look at E.
Yeah.
Like not even watch what's going on in the haunted house, just watch E. And then get his I don't know.
Act like a little
I just think it's going to be harder than you think. You definitely couldn't walk around with what you're. Some of them flat out are hardcore against it because they get real funny about not wanting it to leak out to let people.
Of course.
A lot of these have big reputations on the line. Like you said, you
have
somebody
or whatever it's called.
You said we contacted them and they were just flat out 100%.
Yeah.
They're not going to let. I mean, I'm not saying you can't get it in there. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, they say that at everything, though.
I get that, dude. I get it. Trust me. I'm not looking for. Dude, this is not me looking for an excuse not to do it. I mean, I don't want to do it, but it's not me looking for an excuse.
Yeah.
I don't know what Eric's kicking about. This isn't a haunted house. This is that fucking Dallas Presbyterian Hospital. The Ebola shit. This is the after effect. What are you crying about over there?
I'm not crying about any. I'm not even the one saying anything. I don't know who you're referring to.
Would you walk through that hospital?
No. Not in this. No.
For the show. Dude, I called my father-in-law.
He did.
You selfish son of a bitch.
Yeah, well,
I risked my life.
No, you didn't. You didn't risk
I didn't risk anything? Didn't risk anything.
Yeah, you didn't risk nothing, but you didn't risk your life. Walking to the Dallas hospital with you, no.
All right.
Not walking to that.
Know where
house.
you stand.
Yeah, yes. I will not walk through Ebola.
You'll eat feces. You'll eat piss. You'll light your nuts on fire, but
I'll do that again, but I will not walk through an Ebola house.
Do that again?
Yeah.
Did I hear that right?
I think you did.
I don't care.
So back to your sister.
No.
Hey, there was a teen who died at a haunted house. You hear about that?
No, I did not. But see, for real.
16-year-old girl collapsed and died after visiting an Ohio haunted house. They say so. Word was getting out that she was scared to death. Scared to death, and it turns out her name was Christian Faith Benj. Christian Faith. She was on a family trip last week to the Land of Illusion haunted house in Ohio. When she collapsed, her mother, Jean, said she and a paramedic performed CPR on the teen before she was taken to a local hospital. She was pronounced dead after arriving at said hospital. But she said she's been frustrated by early news reports insinuating that her daughter was scared to death. That no, she had a lifelong congenital defect, part of her heart, that was responsible for her daughter's not surprising death.
Every newspaper editor across the country is like, I got one for you.
Scared to death.
She got scared to death. Scared to death.
Ben said her daughter was born with a congenital diaphragmatic Bob.
She's born with Bob.
Hernia. It's tough. That's tough to be born with that. Yeah. The condition means abdominal organs move into the chest because of a hole in the diaphragm.
Oh my goodness.
That sounds awful. We have a hole in the diaphragm you need for the other organs to move into the chest. God, the human body's weird.
Ugh. Gross.
Usually you don't need a real big hole in a diaphragm to cause problems.
True.
But that sounds like a bigger problem.
The defect was fixed.
Hold on, back to the diaphragm. Does anybody really ever use a diaphragm after 1989?
No. I don't even know how to use them.
The idea. Do you remember in sex ed?
Does anybody use rubbers?
I don't know. Remember
I've never used
Remember
one.
that in sex ed though they'd show you like the various contraceptives. They'd be like, "Here's a diaphragm."
Yeah.
You know, you squeeze it together and I guess shove it up there and then goes, boom, you know. It's like those kid.
Is that how it works?
It's like those kid tents that you just like, boom, and they
Pop open.
I think that like you shove it up there. And
How do you get it out?
I think you gotta reach up.
Really? And it's all filled with whatever you just did to it?
What?
It's used as. Wait, he's acting like he's never heard of a diaphragm. Do you know what a diaphragm
I'm
is?
telling you right now, the only time I've ever heard it.
The Sponge episode of
Seinfeld is when they mentioned one time they. No, there's it's not the Sponge episode. But, no, there was another episode, the one with the virgin. The one where they're having a masturbation contest and Jerry's dating this virgin. And Elaine comes in and tells this story how she's at a party and her purse goes flying and her diaphragm flies out. And I get the concept. By the context, I get that it's a sex thing, and I kind of maybe thought but I really didn't know what it was.
It's like yay big, and I guess it's rubber. I've never felt it, but it's rubbery. I mean, you squeeze it down so that it's like shaped like that, and they shove it up there, and then boom.
It's reusable.
Yeah,
what if it,
totally reusable. And I think you put some gel on there or something to like kill the sperm. It was like some extra spermicide.
Really?
If I'm remembering this correctly, yeah. And then you boom, boom.
It just pops closed.
It expands and it just basically closes it off, and so it prevents the swimmers from going anywhere.
God,
it just creates
seems
a
like
blockade.
That wouldn't be enough of a blockade.
I know,
as small as they are.
Like it wouldn't form enough around the vaginal wall.
Yeah, like it wouldn't seal it.
Right. It'd be ill-fitting.
Here's a how-to video.
Even if it's a little bit ill-fitting, you'd think, the swimmers, they're programmed to get up there.
I didn't think vagines were one size fits all.
No, they're not. I think diaphragms are different sizes. I swear.
Really?
Yeah.
So you can get the Magnum version of a diaphragm.
You can, yeah.
See this? Okay.
Is it a video?
Yeah.
It's got a how-to.
Watch this, because she's gonna. I don't have the audio.
How'd you like to get a call from your agent?
Why
Yeah,
don't you have the
I've got a
audio
job for you.
Because something with this doesn't work. But if you look at this, look, there's a
Here we go.
diaphragm, and there's a semen coming in.
Boom, blocking it. Boom, 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 boom.
Get back, you. Get out of here, you. Beat it, you.
Get that shit out of
Look
here.
how big that is. There's the gel, Jay.
Yeah.
There you go, dude.
Wow,
See?
you remember this.
And there.
You've used this before.
I have not. I don't even have a vagine.
Could this be used on males to prevent homo milk? Could you get the same effect with a bonk? Bonk.
Those are huge, man.
Bunk.
Yeah, they are pretty big.
Yeah, squeeze it in there and then just bunk.
I want to hear from people that have used it.
It closes it off. But look at that. It just, I mean, you're assuming that it's just gonna
open the right way,
catch all the sides and everything,
Yeah, I would think that it'd have just as much chance of going bunk and opening up like
here's the vaginal wall. And then you got the diaphragm.
Wait.
You're looking inside, E.
Yeah.
This isn't a cross section.
It's a gaping.
What are these things?
It's imperfect.
Part of the vaginal wall.
It's imperfect is my point. Here's the vaginal wall. Right?
Do you know for a fact that's what the vaginal wall looks like?
Dude.
Pretty good idea. I'd go with them there. It's not a perfect circle.
My point is it's not perfect. And so you've got a perfectly circled diaphragm that then doesn't account for
the imperfections of the vaginal wall.
The vaginal wall. Yeah. So you've got millions, as we know, millions.
And I've got multi-millions.
Unless Mike is doing it, then he doesn't finish, and he's perfectly happy. But
all I'm saying is if you did it 4 or 5 times a day, you might run a little low on fluids. That's all I'm saying.
Millions of these little swimmers are coming at it. Boom, boom, boom. And I get it. Get that shit out. Boom.
Get out of here, you.
But some of them, just 1 or 2.
The smart ones.
Find that little imperfection of the vaginal wall.
Mm-hmm.
Slip right by.
That's what I would think. And they're off and running.
All you need is
once
one.
They get through, it's like the others are blocking for them.
All you need is one.
Yeah, you just need one out of millions.
And they burrow into that egg. You ever see that footage? They just burrow in.
Yeah, get in here. Ooh, it's so warm.
God.
Wouldn't you love to see video of you burrowing into the egg? Look at little Jay go. Look at him go. Well,
But aren't I part
This
of
is all the
both?
candy
That's
you're
the
ever gonna
strangest.
need.
That's the strange part.
the what?
I'm part of both. I'm not just the little swimmer guy.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I need the swimmer. Here's the swimmer. Bam! Look at him hit.
Yeah. He's carrying a rose.
This is destiny.
It is
Carrying a
It
rose.
truly is the miracle of life, right?
My God, look at that.
What I want to know, Jay, is what prevents. Okay, if we've got the vagine, right? As
Okay,
you
you've
say,
got the menorah and the majora.
right. Fallopian tubes go this way.
Fallopian. Where's the bean? We need context.
Well, if you were to look at it, this would be the front, so you'd have this part,
Gotcha.
said lips, and then bean,
Gotcha.
right? Okay, that would
Eric,
be
did you
here.
know that?
Nope.
You might want to know that.
News to me.
Kind of
Yeah,
important.
you might want to
This
know
is
about
key.
the bean.
Big,
Yeah.
big.
Oh, you might want to.
Flick it.
Yeah. Next year when you hook up with a chick, you might want to take a look at that part right there.
You might want to learn the flick of the bean.
Okay, let's move on.
So back to the walls.
Yeah.
If you insert into here, just below the bean, if
Just
you
below the
fold
bean.
and
Got
you
it.
insert in there and it goes bonk, and it opens up, and instead of going like you said,
It's cockeyed.
it goes like this and goes bonk and
Oh,
opens it that way,
shit.
and it's just like now it's like a full. Now it's opening the doors for the spermicide to run its
Wow.
course.
Yeah. But
How
wouldn't
would
you
you
feel?
know?
I think you'd feel that as you're hitting it.
Maybe
inside.
do you have to do it a bunch of times to get it right before it bonks into place?
Maybe as, boy, I don't know. Listeners, help us out.
Yeah. This is over our heads. I'll be
Taking it
honest.
as far as we can.
Do they even
Um,
sell diaphragms anymore?
I don't know.
Does Nana have a diaphragm?
Come on, dude.
What?
Have
What
don't
happened?
you have a grandma and grandfather? Come on.
No, my grandparents are long dead.
Oh, wow.
That's disrespectful anyways, so don't even go there. But yours,
Weren't sponges sort of the same thing? Remember the sponge?
yeah. That I don't even
Sort
know
of
how
the-
that works. Is that just
I
you
think it's
ball it
another
up?
insertion, yeah.
Yeah.
But it has some kind of spermicide crap in there that
I think that went the way of the
Bonk, too. A sponge.
sponge goes bonk.
goes thwap.
I think I don't even know if they make those anymore. Like
No
they don't make
idea.
condoms anymore, do they?
I
Like
don't
nobody
think
used
so,
those. Who would
Yeah.
you
Mm.
like? Why?
Yeah, why would you want it to feel like sort of kind of like sex?
Yeah. When we all know barebacking's the way to go, right?
Of course they sell
So,
condoms.
They
Mike.
do.
Let's promote safe
I
sex.
don't know about that. You might want to
Like-
look into that.
There's kids listening. Let's promote safe sex.
Okay. It better not be kids listening. Bad parenting.
God, I hope not.
By the way, so the girl died
Thwap.
at the haunted house.
And by the way,
I don't know how we got there from the haunted house story
Something
we were
about
at.
her with a
The
diaphragm.
diaphragm,
Yeah,
dude. All her
diaphragm.
shit moved out through a hole in her diaphragm.
Oh, that's right. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Did she die in front of everybody at the haunted house? 'Cause
Yes.
everybody else would think that's part of the attraction.
Yeah, were they like laughing at her?
Probably. But she did die in front of them. Yes.
Damn.
There was long-term damage related to the condition, including an enlarged heart and one non-functional lung. She said that the woman said her daughter was never told to avoid certain stressful situations, like haunted houses. After talking to the coroner, she believes her daughter's heart could have given out anywhere, and they just happened to be at a haunted house. My husband named her because Christian faith is the reason why she lives. People rule out miracles in our society. She was living proof that God still works miracles.
Listen closely. She was born with this condition?
She was.
Okay.
Yep.
Poor thing.
And they fixed it when she was little, but it sounds like they didn't give her much of a chance of living past infancy from the
Wow.
fact that she's walking around in a haunted house and
Hmm.
but yeah. And then we got the Catholic Church all bent out of shape, and it's nothing I did. I didn't do it. It's not me this time. Coming
Might
after
as
them.
well have been you.
Yep. It goes to show like it could have easily been here that they protested because this dude's got less of an audience than we do.
Yeah, but we're not Satanists.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Damn.
not. I mean, you're close. You're right on the edge.
Right on the edge. But I mean, as far as insulting them and calling it Santa Claus in the sky and all that shit, they don't tend to like that stuff. Adam Daniels, the self-proclaimed head of his own satanic church, spat and stomped on the symbolic body of Christ in a ritual devoted to Satan. Smells of incense and smoky, dry ice vapors wafted over his small band of followers who watched him. God, these guys sound like such dorks. They it's dorks. Like a bunch of guys sitting around the basement with dry ice. Ooh, trying to be all Satan-y.
Sure. Probably have robes and shit.
They were. Yeah, he does. Yeah, and upside down pentagrams.
Like a goat head or something that he wears, you know.
I'm not even kidding. There was
skull.
a goat head something in the picture I saw. There was like a goat head, a pentagram, and a robe.
I called it.
Just like so cliche what you would do with black mass.
Sure.
What you would see at a satanic cult. Only about 40 or so people attended his demonic service, which was held in the basement of an Oklahoma City Civic Center. But it was enough to draw nearly 2,000 Christians from a massive protest against it. Daniels is the co-founder of Dogma of Angra Mainyu, a dark religion that worships demons. He claims to have created himself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's
written his own Bible and calls himself the Daster, the equivalent to the high priest, even Pope. Daniels has a real day job. He works as a, care to guess?
UPS guy or something?
Nope. There he is.
Goat herder?
Nope. He works as a restaurant cook.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. He's a
Gross.
restaurant cook. Yeah. He's let's see here. I've been working on this for 10 years. It's been created by my creation, is his quote. It's been created by my creation.
It's like an E-ism.
Mm-hmm.
It's been created by my creation. And then he'd spell create. He'd spell created and creation completely wrong. Totally. Like one with a K and one with a C. It's been created with a K by my creation with a C.
Kree.
Look at him itching his neck.
I know, he gets so irritated. It's the best when he sits back thinking, doesn't know what to say to come back. Usually it ends with, fuck you, Jay.
You're right. It does.
Fuck you, Jay.
Yeah, you're
Off
right.
mic.
Yeah.
Daniels insists he has supernatural powers that are so strong he claims he can give someone a death sentence.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. For example, we had an opponent whose mother was dying of cancer, and when the destruction ritual was done on him, it put his mother out.
An opponent.
Daniels is a registered sex offender, by the way.
Hold on.
Did I mention that?
Hold on. The mother had cancer.
I didn't understand that either.
Like, cursey thing on her, and he's claiming like he's taking credit for killing her.
Right.
I'd give that one to cancer. I mean, it's not like she was healthy and he did it.
Yeah.
She had cancer. She's dying of cancer.
Yes.
He puts his little hex on her, and she died.
Wow. Wooga booga.
Wooga booga. A wooga booga.
Wooga booga.
Thwap.
She died like 3 months later, and he claimed credit for that. I'm suspect. I got to be honest with you. I'm mildly suspect. Mildly. But I'm willing to listen to him. I'm willing to hear him out. He's got 14 believers.
Whoa.
Who worship regularly at his church, which is converted storage room in his house.
He needs to put a death sentence on his cameraman. This is like the shittiest video. The camera's flying all over the place.
The contract was for us to sell our own tickets. They chose this time to sell the tickets. So the contract,
the goat head
the permit
on the wall
was drawn up, and now
I gotta be honest,
are
Mike,
selling the tickets.
I wasn't expecting this audio piece to have anything to do with
We've
contracts.
got a contract like this with the Civic Center.
at the Civic Center.
So, whatever you all keep bringing to us about how Lucien got shut down, we don't care. Okay?
Why is this guy walking around the Halloween?
Yeah, hold on for a
We're gonna
second.
shut down.
This guy could be like a farmer talking about whatever.
Yeah, livestock.
He could be, a sales guy. That gave nothing to do with demonism or Satanism or what
No.
the fuck. I mean, what's this guy talking about?
He's addressing people that are taking shots at him, apparently, and he's getting the story straight. I want this to be clear. We rented this space here at the Civic Center.
We had a contract.
It's clear as day. It's signed in blood. That's my name right there, Beelzebub. So, yeah, I don't know what he's going on, and he's still rambling.
Like me, You don't have to like my church. You don't have to like my background.
I don't.
You don't have to like anything. Hell, you don't even have to like what we're doing, okay? I really don't care.
Yeah.
And you can bitch and whine and complain all you
He's
want.
got this guy
Just
is like
stay out of my way.
central casting.
Stay out of my
For,
way
like-
so that I can fight for your rights, even though you're bitching about me.
Beastie Boys song.
Just stay out of my way. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
For those of us
He's got the upside down cross on. He's got the pentagram on. He's got the goat's head. He's got the pentagram on the wall. The maroon sheets on the wall. The black robe. Wooga booga. Look at. He's got a priest collar on too.
What an ass.
Yeah. Let's see here. They said before a black mass last month, a small group of Satanists had remained in the shadows of obscurity. They had sold tickets to satanic ceremonies before, only to have almost no one show up. They garnered almost no public notice at all.
Well, you heard that. That was a contract issue.
Yeah, now that they've got that worked out. It's a contract issue, kept the people at bay. Once they got said contract worked out, now...
What?
Very doughy. Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
His shirt just went up. Have you seen... Adam's going to kick your ass.
No.
He is going to
No.
kill you in that race.
He's going to wipe the
Did
cement
you
with
see that?
No.
Show this. This is...
I am the. Dude,
That's supple?
I'm the
It's
second
doughy?
most. Dude,
Let me
you're
see.
Who talking to him or him? I'm the second
What are
most.
you, what are you
in shape
saying,
here.
you son of a bitch? You calling me out?
I'm saying I'm
It's
the
glandular.
Mike Doughy?
I'm saying
It's
if
glandular.
Jay, I'm saying if Jay wasn't here, I'd be the freaking by far the most in shape person.
Look.
If it wasn't for
Listen.
Jay, I'd be the most in shape person.
Look at how doughy.
Oh, boy.
Dude, I'm worried about
Oh,
you.
boy. It's only going to get worse, too, as he
Oh,
gets
he's,
older.
oh, he's
only going to get worse.
No, it's fine.
30.5 now. Oh, my God. Dude, you better get
I'm running.
on the trail,
Don't worry
man.
about
I'm,
You're
frankly,
in trouble.
I'm worried. Adam is training in altitude right now, and you're sitting here doughy like that.
it. Dude, I'm so not worried about it, man.
Famous last words.
I'm this week. I've noticed this last week. It's been getting better already. How my
Your gut?
in running shape. No,
Yeah,
my
your
in
gut's-
running shape. No, we'll see.
Carrying around some extra poundage.
I'm gonna
We'll
qualify
see.
for Boston, so whatever.
Hey, Mike, you did that Wooga Booga. That just reminded me of this scene for some dumb reason. And I don't know if you saw Porky's 2.
No. No, I never saw Porky's 2. I love Porky's 1. That's hilarious. Pass out.
Dude, I don't think I've seen Porky's 2 either.
No.
Porky's
remember
was
Porky's
the one.
1.
That's the one where he put
Stuck his dick through
the
the
hole in the
glory
shower,
hole.
and the lady pulled on it.
Yeah, yank that
Like,
up.
yeah, tried to like
Pull it
him
out.
through,
Yeah.
pull him through the glory. hole.
Why? That's the scene I remember from Porky's 2. Remember though how many tits were in those movies? There
Yeah.
were tons of breasts, tons of them
Mhm.
back in those '80s comedy movies.
Yeah,
They ruled.
those first to kind of hit HBO and Showtime and all that when we were kids. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, holy shit, it's 11 o'clock, man. Fast Times is coming on.
Yeah. Fast Times, the greatest set of titties ever in a movie. Cinematic titties.
Agreed.
Coming out of the pool. Anyway, back to our Satanist. This is where I don't know if this is the right thing to do by drawing attention to these guys, these clowns. This is like I say, central casting. Like he went and got a black magic, like he went
License
and bought
on the internet.
Yeah, he got that, and then he went to like Gags and Gifts and bought like Black Magic 101 starter kit.
Right.
And this is what it came with, and he's just kind of running with it. But the Archbishop of Oklahoma City was outraged. I am outraged. There's a real danger involved, said Paul Coakley. The danger because of the powers that they are invoking are real. This isn't entertainment. This isn't a horror movie. This is real. These people are serious. They are invoking satanic powers. They are conducting a satanic ritual. Does that guy look like he's capable? Like, even Satan would go, oh, dude, why don't you practice for a few years and call me back? Like, I'm not getting involved with this shit. I don't even think Satan would waste his time. The archbishops even went as far as to say the satanic mass was an assault on the soul of humanity. I've seen the effects of satanic influences in people's lives, destroying families. The Exorcist, the movie, is based upon a true story. Satanic influences are real. But what this did was took his 14 listeners and They were selling tickets. They're sold out. 88 tickets at $17.50 each.
He got his contract straightened
Worked out. You think that's what it was?
Probably a mix.
For the first time. Oh, by the way, they accused him of. They were saying that there was rumor that they stole the body of Christ, and
like from a Catholic church, they went in and stole the communion.
Yes, there was no stolen host. The Christians are the ones who decided to claim it was a stolen host. In reality, they just bought the communion wafers from a store. There's a Christian store. It's called Lifeway on the Expressway, where they sell all kinds of gear, including a wafers mask.
What?
So you went to a Christian store and bought wafers.
Go to a Christian store and buy
Lifeway.
those?
I went to Lifeway off the freeway.
That's so weird.
I went off the expressway to the Lifeway Christian store. I went in there with my black robes on, and they sold me some wafers. I bought my own body of Christ. I didn't steal shit. God damn it. Taking the Lord's name in vain now. So, yeah, I don't know. So we're not 100% sure whether it was the fact that they got their contract dispute worked out. Maybe that's why they sold it. I think you're right.
No, there's definitely something to be said to, you give folks like that too much attention and it can backfire.
Yeah.
And I think that's what happened. Because my man, he doesn't look very capable of pulling off much.
He doesn't look all Satan-y,
He doesn't look like a very good leader that people would rally around.
Yeah. I want to meet the 14 people that are showing up for Mass at his storage room in the basement, the converted storage room. I would like to meet those individuals.
Feeble-minded.
Yes, indeed. There'd be like 14 E's down at the basement. All squawking together. Yes, sir, Satan, sir.
That's really insulting.
I know it is. I know it is.
I just don't know what else to say.
Could you follow that as a leader, though?
No.
I mean, as a fellow cult leader, I understand what it's like to have people blindly follow you, but I can't imagine if I look like that guy that anybody would.
You could make the argument that I'm not blindly following you because you're such a good leader. You could also make
make the argument that you are.
Well, you could make the argument that I have so little prospects, I feel like, in my life to make this happen, and you're the only one there that's even willing to deal with me.
Right.
So, I mean, it could be just I'm using you.
Yeah, I think that's clear.
I'm just saying.
It's the fact that you don't care if I die in 6 months as long as this is a sustaining business.
Sustaining entity, I think he
never said I didn't care. I just
like somehow this will be a sustaining entity without Mike.
That's the goal.
Does nothing ever move on? There's no shows. Have you ever listened to anything before where things
never heard of one?
Oh, yeah?
Can't think of a one.
It's crazy because American Idol kept moving on even after.
No, I can't even think of a better example than that. No, not a one. Not even one at our fingertips.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's too bad. All right. Gunshots, water.
What does this have to do with anything?
No. God damn it! Can you fix this fucking thing?
I don't know what's wrong with it.
My God.
Hold on, that was
falling down the stairs there?
Is this the same one?
Stop it!
Where is this going?
What is that? Oh, he's got Porky's running over there.
Oh, putting his dick through the hole.
Here she comes.
Yeah, this is the scene I remember.
She's almost got it.
You know, I've never seen the movie, but it's the only scene I know from the movie.
It's the only memorable scene.
Well, I've seen it.
Doesn't she put her feet on the wall?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I'll take a look at the drop machine. I don't know what you did to it.
It's fairly simple. I don't know.
What were you trying to play?
Because you said it seemed like where you were going.
I was trying to play an Arnold.
Oh, stop it!
That would fucking harken back to clearly your show.
Right.
Your prior show.
Yes. Yes. How are you?
Yeah. But I can't fucking.
I'm surprised by this news. And this is devastating news. Michael Sam, cut from the Cowboys.
He must be an awful football player.
Yeah.
They even expanded you know.
What do you mean?
They even expanded the practice squad sizes this year.
10 players?
From 8 to 10.
8 to 10, yeah.
So it's like they've given. There are 2 more people on his practice squad this year than before, and he still couldn't make it.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
All right, it works again.
All right, nice.
Oh, so it works when you do it right. So
you're a smart motherfucker. That's right.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like you made a mistake and you just don't want to admit
I'd
it.
knock
So
that
it's broken.
shit off if I was you.
Well,
Go on.
So the Cowboys announced yesterday they've cut ties from Michael Sam. They've cut him from the practice squad.
Mm-hmm.
They sent out an official statement, which says, and bear with us, it's a little lengthy. Hang in, it's worth it though. The Cowboys have decided to waive defensive end Michael Sam. Period.
Terrific.
Mm-hmm. The move opens up a slot for linebacker Troy Davis.
Good.
Who worked out with the team on Monday. Central Florida. Yeah. That's interesting news because I thought Michael Sam was going to come up to the 53-man roster if for no other reason than merchandising.
Dude, I am shocked that the Rams cut him.
Yeah.
I can't believe that. Going in there, it's completely wrong on that. I was like, they picked him. There's no way they're going to cut him. They want to go down in history as the
what did I say?
Supporters of. You said all that matters is what happens on the football field.
Doesn't matter.
And I said, dude, they fucking picked him for a reason. They wanted this. They're selling jerseys like crazy, and then they cut his ass.
Yep.
It's so funny he had that big sack on Johnny Manziel too in the preseason game.
Yeah, he didn't look awful in the preseason. I mean, he had his moments.
Yeah, but Rudy didn't look awful in the Notre Dame game.
You're right, dude.
You know, everybody's got that one play.
He must really suck on and off the field.
Oh yeah, by no means was I suggesting that. I was just kind of making a statement. It's funny that he even had. It was just funny with the two big guys, Johnny Manziel and Sam, and now Sam's not even on the practice squad, and Manziel
Johnny's
is
standing on the sideline.
Yeah,
because my man Brian Hoyer.
That's right.
Spartan. Ooh, Michigan State week. Is it, Mike?
Oh yeah. Well, I probably won't even watch. Wouldn't it be great though if the Cowboys came out and went, yeah, you know, Michael Sam probably could have made the roster, but we just can't get the image of him sucking cock out of our heads, and so we just decided, yeah, he's not going to be a good fit for the Cowboys.
I'm sorry.
Do you think a lawsuit would have been brought if they did a press release like that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You think people would have had a problem with that? Yeah, we just every time we look at him, we just see homo milk on his face, and yeah. So, you know, I mean, he dresses well and would have been a good fit, and probably could have helped the squad. Probably could have been. I mean, we're 5-1. Probably could have got us to 6-1 at least.
No, honestly, he
or
must
6-9.
He must really be a bad football player.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of reasons to keep him. You know what I mean?
There are many political reasons to keep him. Tons. And the fact is, the Cowboys are the only team in the NFL that has the rights to their own merchandise. So the Cowboys make 100% of that money. Like most of the teams pool their money and split it. 31 teams do that. The 32nd team, they worked out their own deal with the league. Jerry Jones did somehow. And the Cowboys have the rights to their own merch. So you would have thought that he would have come up for that reason alone, that they would have come out in droves and bought his jersey.
Do you think he did something to piss people off because of the shortness of the statement there? More than just his poor play? Do you think he...
Like he was caught like blowing someone in the locker room?
No, not necessarily that. No, just
issue?
Pissed off a higher up somehow, or was disrespectful to somebody somehow.
I don't know, but yeah, it does seem weird. You would think there would be more of a statement like, hey, and hey, we did everything we could. It just didn't work out.
Or maybe the press guy wasn't in today, and they're like, fuck, we're cutting this guy. People are going to have questions.
The press guy's going to come in tomorrow and be like, you what? You cut Michael Sam on my day off?
Right.
What? You know he's the first gay guy in the league, right? You know that.
We own 100% of our merchandise, you assholes.
Yeah. I was just about to send out a press release saying he was joining the roster. I had his jersey ready to go.
We were about to show this video, the cake.
Him making out with Vito. Isn't it Vito?
Yeah. Flying Vito in. We got a big cake.
We've seen this so many times, over and over again for so many players.
Stop it.
But just wait.
Vito, get in there.
Comfort him.
Comfort him, Vito.
It's such a victory for so many.
Yeah. Seems a little inappropriate, doesn't it? Whatever.
Again, I guess I got to teach my boys about Why boys like boys? So here we are in the middle of Saturday watching the draft.
Yep. Why is that boy crying and that other black boy? What's going on there, Daddy? Ooh. Ooh. Why is that boy rubbing that other boy, Daddy? Ooh.
The embrace.
Yay! Smash cake in his face. You think he put a hurt on him that night? Put a hurt on him?
Me? Are you kidding me?
How much? How much on eBay? There's multiple things, of course, but his 2014 Topps Prime Michael Sam rookie card is on eBay.
For how much?
$2.99.
$2.99. Oh, stuff that kick in his face. Oh yes.
Oh. Gosh.
That made America uncomfortable. I'm sorry. Seeing him mash cake in the other guy's face and then start making out, for whatever reason, made middle America uncomfortable. Yeah, Vito wore the diaphragm. For sure. That should roll into our next segment. The top 10 signs your boyfriend is gay.
Oh, it's boyfriend, so we can't really equate this to E.
Yeah.
Could it just be a guy is gay?
Yeah, top 10 signs your guy is gay. A guy is gay.
Guy is gay. Your brother.
Dresses well. I hate when things like that.
Yeah.
And spends a lot of time getting ready.
Shit. I don't dress well, but I spend a lot of time getting ready.
You do? Why?
Yeah, why do you spend so much time?
Because believe it or not, as you said the other day, even though it doesn't look like it, I very much care about what I wear.
The rule of thumb is, if he spends more than 15 minutes getting ready,
oh boy,
in the washroom getting ready, and over 10 minutes taking a quick shower, you really need to reevaluate your relationship with him. Guilty?
Especially I haven't put it up in a while, but especially back in the day when I would put my mohawk up more often.
God.
Because that would take a while. I'd have to use a hair straightener and everything.
Do you have effeminate taste in movies?
Hold on. Back up.
Yeah, did you just say a hair straightener?
Yeah.
All right.
I've lost it, unfortunately, since then, but there was a time.
So you went and bought a hair straightener. I'm just trying to picture how this goes down.
It's actually worse.
You took it from your mom.
I'd been using my sister's for a while. And
when you guys were dating?
No.
Oh.
And then she got mad because she got mad that I kept using it. So on Christmas, I got one for a Christmas present.
Christmas gift.
I was probably like
a hair straightener.
I was probably like 24, 25.
Did you ask for it? Was that on your list?
Yes.
It was.
But you know the problem is my mohawk though. When my hair is so curly that gel alone was not enough. I had to straighten it and then use a gel to put it up.
So how much time? 10 minutes in the shower and what? Like how much in the mirror?
10 minutes if you're going for a quickie shower. 15 minutes.
Dude, try 5, man.
Yeah, showers. Yeah. You know, obviously I don't take that long in showers, obviously, but
the mirror.
Yeah.
I don't primp. It's more just usually deciding what clothes I want to wear.
But seems like you'd be the last person that was concerned about that.
I feel like I've seen everything you wear just this week, and it's Tuesday.
I've told. Well, no, dude. I told this to Walters the other day. Like when you guys were making fun of me for my pants, like being short or whatever. I have certain clothes that I will wear if I go to the mall or things that I won't wear here because I get that much made fun of.
He was basically wearing capris the other day.
Like, I mean, I'll wear freaking but
I'll wear scrubs that are like capris. They're all. I don't know if they're for chicks.
Dress pants. I told you. No, those blue pants are more like old person pants, man. That's like how I figured that. I figured that does.
They're scrubs, right?
They were regular pants, man. Those were like 80-year-old, something like an 80-year-old would wear.
Yeah.
Think a guy died in them?
Possibly, dude. I got it from the Salvation Army, so there's a good chance.
All right.
They have pee stains on the front.
They do now. He has effeminate taste in movies.
Oh boy.
What was that one he saw the other day? The Stars, the something.
Fault in Our Stars.
Fault in Our Stars, and cried twice.
He woke up crying from his dream. Remember?
Yes.
Then I had this really sad dream, and I woke up weeping.
He has feelings. Well, he doesn't have feelings.
He does more than you think.
He's interested in art. They talk about. I think this list is kind of I sense
sounds kind of cliche. Yeah.
Yeah, very cliche. Yes, and I sense a little sarcasm. I'll be honest. He's not interested in religion. He uses the word fabulous instead of good.
Oh, that's a little, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know we all know the flamboyant gay, but it's very stereotypical. And we all know the flamboyant ones that do say that, but I've known several ones, gay people, that don't, say fabulous all the time.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Well, I'll skip ahead because, more importantly, there were things that they've got a 3-part thing that reasons to know that don't necessarily mean you're gay.
Okay.
So if you're like on the fence and you're like, I don't know if that makes me gay.
As if there's an on the fence to me, like this concept that it would be like, well, I guess that one girl, Wesley or what? She apparently was straight until she saw the demonstration.
So she watched that seminar from Jesse or whoever.
Yeah, right. And I was like, yeah.
I think
sounds good.
And either. How do you say that? Either. And other.
Either one of you.
Yeah.
I would usually say, instead of either one of you.
I'm an either.
Are you an either guy? Or an either guy?
I think either.
Either. Yeah. It's a little more sophisticated.
Yeah,
What's the
scenario?
Scenario, yes.
Dude, I'll say things like that.
I think I said scenario until you started saying scenario.
Jay, I'll say stuff like, I really would say either, but I have times where I like to, if you're trying to sound like you said, like kind of a pomage, like I'll say leisure, like, oh, no reason to set your leisure, guys, or whatever. Like I like to say that.
Leisure.
Like,
that's good.
Stuff like that. But it's only when I'm trying to be stupid about it, like in a sense. When I leave voice messages for my friends, a lot of times I'll be like, oh, call me back at your leisure.
Leisure now. You'd say leisure now.
Leisure, sometimes leisure.
Mm-hmm. Understand that fantasizing about members of the same sex does not necessarily mean you are gay.
I think it does.
I'm gonna disagree with that.
Die on that hill.
Hilda Diane for you too?
I think it does mean you're gay.
I gotta be honest.
Wait, fantasizing about someone of your own sex.
Right. Does not necessarily mean you are gay.
I mean, there's always maybe a joke about the concept. Some guys will joke about maybe having like a man crush, like a sports star or something.
So who was your man crush?
You've already known this one, man.
It's you, Mike.
Johnny Knoxville, man.
Johnny Knoxville. Yeah, you did say if you had to sleep with someone at the show, it would be me.
Yeah, I think I did say that too.
Or what was it? Or I can't remember what the question was. It was something like that. It was like.
If it was a show, it probably would have
been. So do you have one now, Eric? Do you have a man crush?
Really? Johnny Knoxville remains.
Yeah,
Jay?
Still?
Would Jay be on the list?
No, definitely not.
Why?
There's not a
handsome devil.
Yeah. For me, it's more Johnny Knoxville's sense of humor.
This isn't the hill to die on for me.
No,
this one.
Okay,
and I know the whole list, so it's kind of unfair. I know what the list is, so that's not the hill I choose to die on.
Okay.
I'm glad you guys have used up your hill.
I didn't say whoa. I didn't say it was dying on it because but I would say
Jay chose to die on that hill.
If you're
fantasizing about men,
another guy sexually.
Yeah, I'll die on that hill. I think that indicates you're gay.
Okay, that's the hill Jay's chosen to die on. Same-sex fantasy: a woman having a strange dream involving a lesbo experience, or a man wondering about what it feels like to kiss that guy in the locker room. Just fantasizing or daydreaming, however, does not necessarily mean that you were responsible for the fantasy or welcomed it.
Whoa. If you're in the locker room kind of fantasizing about kissing another guy, I mean, I don't care, but I think you're gay.
That they do say, that being said.
If you're hooty-hooing,
yes.
In my opinion, you're gay.
They don't mention the hooty-hoo.
Hooty-hoo!
Hooty-hoo! God, that would be horrible to hear that and the lights flickering on.
Do you think those kids that had it happen to the rest of their lives, if someone all of a sudden would come up to them and go, hooty hoo, they would just...
That's going to happen forever. I want to call them and just go, hooty hoo, and then hang up.
Oh my God.
Just freak them out. That being said, fantasizing mostly about members of the same sex is pretty strong indication that you lean primarily in that direction.
Well, of course, we all know it's okay for women to explore that a little bit.
Kind of hot. Yeah.
It's okay.
If you only fantasize about members of your own sex and rarely or never fantasize about members of the opposite sex, Eric, consider finding a way to experiment. Consider it. You should consider it. Finding a way to experiment.
No thanks.
Go for it.
No thanks.
If you're fantasizing about dudes, go for it. See what you think.
No thanks.
Yeah. Though do remember, it's not necessary to experiment with others to know for sure what you are. Now, the second one, and this is the hill I choose to die on.
God, it must be bad if the other one wasn't enough.
Understand that having a homosexual encounter does not and I repeat, does not necessarily mean you are gay.
That's absurd.
Now, if
I can't say anything.
Standing
I'm
back
dead.
here, the hill. If you had a second choice to die on said hill, or hill A or hill B, would you still choose to die on that same first hill?
No, I think yours is more specific of a hill to die on.
Yes.
It's absurd. You just were gay. I mean, by definition.
Yeah, I ended up with homo milk all over my back. I don't know what it means.
Doesn't necessarily mean you're gay. I think
Doesn't
it does, actually, by definition. Definitionally speaking, you're gay.
I would tend to agree. They do have a good argument as to why it doesn't. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Let's hear it.
All right. This is going to get good because this is relatable. Actually, this is similar. I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, if you're blowing a dude or smoking one cigarette does not mean you're a smoker.
Oh, my gosh.
But smoking one dick does.
Yeah.
Of course, there will always be people out there who say, smoking one cigarette does make you a smoker. Don't listen to them. What makes you a smoker or gay or straight is having a history of behaving in a certain way and using that history to predict how you'll act in the future. Understand that you could be somewhere in between. No. Many people...
That's what sex has become, the equivalent of smoking a cigarette. I mean, dude.
It's absurd. It's absurd. I'm sorry. Well, whatever. Many people who later identify as gay have had hetero encounters. Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, at the minimal, whether some people don't believe in it, but at the minimal,
many of them quite satisfying
You're
too.
Bisexual at the minimal.
I don't think bisexual exists.
I know.
Bisexuals are homos who are getting in my way.
I get that. I'm just saying. I know. I'm just saying if you're a guy and you're sucking a dick and you're trying to say like that doesn't make you gay. I'm just saying at a minimal it means you're attracted to both. You know what I mean? Like
Bis are homos who are hedging their bets.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Hey Jay, what do you think about this though, Mike? On the Walters plan where you don't have to finish, kind of thing, and like.
Well,
I
but
didn't inhale, so you're not really a weed smoker. What if he's like doing a dude, doesn't blow a load, doesn't finish?
Mike,
where does that put him?
No, that's gay as shit. Okay. Penis enters anal cavity, gay. Penis enters man's mouth, gay.
Okay.
Penis enters hand of another man, gay. Penis rests quietly and gently, softly on Jay's shoulder, gay. Penis gently rubs on Jay's arm, gay.
What do you guys like, 7?
Yes. You of all people to say that.
Right.
You.
I know, right?
Let's see. Understand what it means for someone to be transsexual or transgender. They're really trying to force this whole tranny thing into that gay world, like it fits, like the LGBT.
Mm-hmm.
They really want that to fit in there, and I just don't know. Most people have some misconceptions and confusion about the transgender. Many, if not most of us, have had some experience hearing about or maybe talking to a transgender woman, male or female, male to female, male to female. Some of us may even have been attracted to or kissed a trans woman.
No.
No. On the fence.
No.
Trans women are women just as female as any other.
No.
I could argue that. I don't have to, but I could. I could argue that.
Do you have fallopian tubes?
Trans women are women, Jay, just as female as any other. Yeah. If you're a guy, this does not mean you are gay. In fact, you may not know if you've met a trans woman. They don't tend to look like most of them don't.
Adam's apple.
Yeah, kind of a dead giveaway. The story we were doing the other day, it had a picture. Remember the Wellesley College?
Mm-hmm.
I just printed the text of that story, but the picture on the cover of that article showed like a group of students just chilling, all a bunch of girls just chilling.
And you picked it out right away.
Oh
right?
my God.
That one.
Oh my God. If you find that article on Wellesley, look at the picture on the front. It's like,
who's the linebacker?
Yeah.
The linebacker.
Wow, she's a looker. Just one of the gals.
Yeah.
No, I think she was now a boy.
Those. Oh, okay.
And it was like, nah, sorry. Are you? Is that the article you're trying to find, Jay? Timco?
Yeah.
No, that's not. Yeah, there's the Wellesley man. That's the article, huh? I wonder why that picture's not popping up. It did. Maybe it's from a different site.
Here, Jay. Is this it?
That's it. That's it. See if you can find him. See if you can find my man. Just one of the boys.
Right in the front, right?
Just one of the boys.
Perfect.
Yeah. Often, transgender people are very focused on appearing like a normal man or woman and concealing the fact that they are trans. All right. If you find yourself attracted to the idea of woman who has male genitalia, this probably means something about your sexuality. Probably.
Christ.
Do you see how they're wording this, though? Like, well, we're not saying it does, but it might. It could mean you lean that way. Even this doesn't necessarily make a man a homosexual or bisexual. So you could be a straight man with someone who sort of kind of resembles a woman with a bad wig on, but has that dong still there. Doesn't make you gay. Doesn't necessarily make you bi. You could be in a relationship with that, getting it on, not g.
That's g.
Not g
That
or
is,
b.
That is g.
Most of the time, it's more just a fetish. So you like to throw some milk on the back and jack a dude off, and it's a fetish. All right.
It's a chick. She just happens to have a dick.
Yeah, chicks with dicks, man. Woohoo! If you're
Shamali's.
If you're confused about it, you might want to consider thinking about how you would act in a real life situation. If you're a guy who likes to cross-dress, this can simply be a fetish, or you could be transgender yourself. Again, it often depends on how it affects the rest of your life. Keep in mind the difference between masculine and feminine traits, exclusively gender traits. Let's see here. If you like a more masculine woman or a feminine man, it doesn't necessarily mean much about your sexual preference. In fact, there are a lot of traits traditionally or biologically associated with one gender that are considered attractive to the opposite gender today, e.g., women who are tall or have a more defined jawline, and men with long hair. If you are in a heterosexual relationship with someone who comes out to you as transgender and they decide to transition, you listening? This also doesn't mean you're gay.
Wow.
It's all just one big gray area. The whole
It's
thing.
such a giant gray area. They don't want to offend anybody.
No.
However, if you stay with them through their transition, it does mean you should probably identify as biromantic.
Okay.
So if Gab comes to you tomorrow and goes, Jay, you know what?
I want a cheese blintz.
I want a cheese blintz. I'm losing the titties you love so much. I'm going to get a more masculine jawline. The beard's coming. And you go, you know what? I said for life, I'm in to the end. You have to associate as biromantical. Good. Would you have a problem with that?
Yeah, big problem.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you stick it in there? Would you stay till the end?
Mike, I told you I'd stay with her even if you could
Hang her in a
freaking hang her in a
closet?
closet.
No arms, no legs.
No arms,
no
no
working
legs.
vagine or
No,
mouth.
no.
And you have to hang her in the closet to
Yeah.
go to bed. You'd still hang in there.
Yeah.
She grew a beard, lost her titties, and transitioned with a dong. Jay's still on board!
Love my wife, Mike.
I know you do.
Why
Yeah.
doesn't the whole article just kind of say, hey, whatever you like, whatever? Like, they don't even need anything. You know what I mean?
I know. Why do you
Everything-
even write it? There's like zero conclusion. It's just
kind of like, hey,
you might be,
if
maybe
you-
not.
You could
Maybe.
be,
If
maybe.
you've had some
great.
experiences, if you thought about it, you know, maybe you are, maybe you're not.
There's absolutely no decisiveness about any of it. It's like, well, if it had a dong at one point, maybe you're gay if you were into that. However, just because it had a dick that you love to suck on does not necessarily mean you're gay. No, that's exactly what that means. I can declare that.
Can't we just draw a conclusion or two?
Yes.
You're
Just run with something. So we know Jay would be biromantic if push came to shove. He's willing to go that route. At least we can put Jay in the biromantic category.
Might as well be in it right now. I mean,
I'm telling you now, if Beth came to me tomorrow and said, I know this is going to sound crazy, but bear with me.
I want a cheese blintz.
No. She would get as far as, Yeah, I'm going through a transition. The door would be closing. Like, all right, I'm out.
Oh, that's good.
No. I can't go back down in that basement and do a show with those guys if they know you're growing a dick and balls. I can't do it. Even if all it means is I'm not gay and I have to say I'm just bi-romantic, I'm out. Sorry.
You
Sorry.
are not committed.
Jay is, though.
Beth should take
Bi-romantic in the room. Bi-romantic.
Beth, take note, Beth.
Jay's bi-romantic.
Warning signs, red flags.
Yes. That's a warning sign. Beth, you better not come to me and tell me you're transitioning with a masculine jawline and a deepening voice.
All the candy you want.
All the candy you need is right here.
It's right here in my cheese boots. No.
All the candy you need is right here, Mike.
J. YMCJ. Bi-romantic. I don't see you coming out and telling people, yes, I'm a happily bi-romantic gentleman.
I think I just ignore the whole thing.
All right.
Just kind of pretend like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you start banging chicks though at that point?
He's on the Don't Ask, Don't Tell program.
Yeah.
Understand that not liking the opposite sex doesn't mean you like the same sex. You could be asexual or an ace.
No, you can't.
That is a person who doesn't experience sexual attraction to anyone or has no interest in sex. This has no influence on romantic attraction or interest in dating or bonding with others.
I don't believe that exists.
Who are these people? Who are they?
It's like a .00000. Like I'm not saying there's never been a human being in the that maybe didn't wire wrong that was asexual, but I mean it has
no
to be
interest. Can you imagine that?
None.
Like,
No.
nada.
Well,
Nothing. He's an ace.
But I'm just saying, as animals, like I'm not saying that somebody along the human line didn't
Sure.
have something in there, but it's got to be like .00000. You know what I mean? 1% that you would of a human that would feel that. Nothing towards either.
Yeah, it just seems odd that we need to categorize it.
Who cares? I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, it just doesn't. I don't know. It seems weird. To
Why
each
do,
their
you know,
own,
it's like
but
no, but it's like why do you even see at that point to me though? You're just like who are you trying to convince? Just I guess like I'm not saying I get the thing of like well then you can marry a dog or whatever. But I mean, dude, if it's you and you're just like what you like, I guess why do you need to tell?
a dog.
Well, no, but I mean, why do you need to like sit there? Who gives a fuck? I guess you have to sit there like I define as this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why does there even need to be an article like that? You know what I mean? But it's like I feel like it's more of an attention thing at times than it's the real personal feelings. That's
kind of feel like that too.
Where I was going. I know I took a slow way to get there, but that's what I was kind of going at. Like,
It does seem very needy attention-wise.
Like I swear to like
To be offended by everything. But that's
Right.
just the way society's going. To be offended at every turn and
Accept
wanting
everyone and everything.
accept everything, and if you don't, you're an asshole. It just
like as if like
It's
can you
scary.
imagine? I mean, how many things I go through on a daily basis, the opinions I had if I just got offended by anything that people didn't like that I liked,
and
or,
not even things that are directed at you.
right.
Like
I mean,
I went to the bathroom at an all-women's college, and they only had women's bathrooms in the dorms.
like I don't even
I'll
think
be. Why wouldn't they only have women's bathrooms? And then you're going to take offense like it's a personal shot at you, who's, by the way, like a week ago decided I'm going to be a dude. Like, come on. Like, it just seems like people are trying to find ways to be offended at shit.
like that exactly.
You know, when we're going into comedy clubs and singling out comedians for their act on stage, that's a scary sign, man. That's really scary when you take known comedians with blue acts and people are finding ways to be offended at their comedy and then pitching a bitch about it later with Tracy Morgan. Remember when
Yeah.
Tracy Morgan went on that apology tour?
Absolutely.
Bullshit. Ugh.
My God, he's just a comedian. He's just telling jokes.
Is that a gay thing too?
Yeah.
He made it-
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
He said something like, if my son came to me and was gay, I'd kill him on the spot or something like that. But it was in the context of riffing on stage when you're just kind of going, and he's one of those guys that just goes about a lot of things. And, you know, you're playing off the crowd. There's a whole energy in a room like that it's impossible to take a clip of. And why would you ever hold someone like that to a different, some high moral standard where it's like, well, what did you expect you were going to get from a comedian like that? I mean, honestly.
He's up there just throwing shit out, you know?
Yeah.
Going with it.
Yeah.
It was something. I don't know exactly, but it was something anti-gay.
Yeah. I think it was about killing his own kid if he came to him and said he was gay.
That rings a bell.
But he'll do stuff like he's an equal opportunity offender. He does he'll make fun of everybody. But at the same time, we're living in an age of like, have to be, I'm waiting for people to come after us, to be honest with you. I'm waiting for some group to go, this show is offensive and it's tasteless and bullshit. Like, I welcome it. I don't care at all, but I'm surprised. You're
like the Satanist.
Bring it on.
Our 14 disciples turn into 88 overnight.
That's right. We need some press. We need some bad press. We need some pickers out front. Radio for One Studios. That's what we need.
Awesome.
Wouldn't that be great? Could you imagine if we pulled up and there's 4 women out there picketing?
That would be so awesome.
They're sexist pigs. There's a bunch of trannies out front with signs.
I think I would drive in I don't even know, man. That'd be
Wave
awesome.
to them, bring them donuts.
Yeah, throw them.
Bring them cheese blintzes.
Yeah, there you go. I brought some cheese blintzes for y'all to enjoy. Fuck you, Jay. Oh, man. But while we're dealing with that type of shit, we'll get to our Catholic school girl who was arrested for raping a student. Rape. Rape. Hilarious. Ooh, they raped that boy. Yeah. While we're dealing with those issues here, like making sure our comedians don't offend anybody, God forbid, while we're making sure that everybody does the right thing, says the right thing all the time, a woman was stoned to death by ISIS yesterday, 2 days ago.
I thought you were talking about 3,000 years ago.
No. Probably then too. Still
on our same planet.
Same planet. Yep.
Women get stoned for what?
Mm-hmm. We're making sure that there's equal genders in both so we have 2 bathrooms. In case I feel like a man today, I can go to the men's room because I don't associate as either. Sometimes I'm neither. Sometimes I'm part woman. Sometimes I'm a man. It just depends.
Other.
So other. I check other. I don't associate with either. So I'm other.
Or either.
Either. Either. Neither. Other. Whatever. We're bickering about that shit over here as if it's real issues. And over there, a girl hooked up with a guy, and her father, her father, Daddy, yeah. ISIS, by the way, just released a video of this. A young woman being stoned to death by a group of men, including her own father.
God.
Her own father. Imagine that. All you fathers out there, imagine, is there anything on the planet your daughter could do that you would go, yeah, I get it. She embarrassed the family name. She's got to go.
Nope.
Nope. As a cleric rants and accuses her of adultery, the woman begs for forgiveness from her father, who was too busy tying a rope around her neck to hear her desperate pleas. When he finally acknowledges her, it is to tell her not to call me father.
Damn, man.
Then he leads her to a hole in the ground in the countryside, pulls her in, and orders the attack on his own flesh and blood to begin. Don't call me father, he tells his daughter, who responds by asking him to pray for her. As she crouches in the pit, the veiled woman can be heard praying as she is pummeled with rocks until she is still. And because the leader of the mob is the woman's father, the man most shamed and humiliated by his daughter's alleged transgressions, he is awarded the group's highest honor, the biggest stone to cast to deliver the death blow.
Damn.
And the video fades out with him raising the rock to throw at her, and then it cuts before he releases it as an ISIS flag waves in the corner. Like, we share a planet with these monsters. We literally share a planet with these monsters.
But but you already said it. But you read that story, and then you hear about the things that people are gonna bitch about in this country.
I know.
Go live over. I know.
I feel like a neither. I'm a neither. No. Yes, my dick and balls don't matter. I'm not a man. I feel like a woman. I'm neither. Other. Neither. 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 Other.
Nor.
Why is there not a nor box? I don't feel like other or neither.
Neither nor.
I feel like none of the above or nor should be included in my options. It's incredible.
And this poor chick just hooks up with somebody.
Just hooked up with some dude. She probably loved the shit out of him.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't even adultery. It was like he was a Christian, and that was enough. Like, you hook up with a Christian, it's like stoner.
Yeah.
Stoner. Stoner means something totally different in this country.
Right.
Could you imagine this girl? What would happen?
Oh,
Catholic
my goodness.
school coach arrested for allegedly raping 16-year-old student.
That's a mischaracterization. Here we go. Here's another picture of her, by the way.
With her titties. Looks like some nice titties. Would you throw some Homo milk on those titties?
She looks a little thick.
She looks like she's thick. She's hanging in there.
Fat girl waiting to happen.
Waiting to bust out.
Yeah.
Waiting to bust out. She's still young enough that it's keeping it together.
Yeah.
But you can tell at any moment
partying up.
She's one cheese blintz from blowing the whole deal. Looking like a Big E.
She's one summer of margaritas away.
Yeah. Freshman 15, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's a former gym teacher, assistant girls basketball coach. This is at a Staten Island Catholic secondary school. Arrested this week for allegedly having sex with a 16-year-old male student. So she fits nicely into the toy category. Yep. Teacher of the Year candidate. 24-year-old teacher reportedly faces statutory rape and criminal sex act charges. Her name's Megan Mahoney. You should check her out. She's not bad. She's still hanging in there. She had sex with the identified teen about 30 times between October 31st, 2013, and January 9th of this year. They had sex on numerous occasions, that is at least 2 times per week during that period. Some of their trysts allegedly occurred on campus. She's also being charged with a criminal sex act, having allegedly engaged in oral sex with a teen at least 2 times per month during said period.
Copulation.
Yeah, why is that any different? Congress? Yes. Mouth Congress?
I know. Why is that any different than what you just described?
Right.
They distinguish, well, she had sex with...
Did they just want us to know that, oh, by the way, she was also blowing the dude? Is that what was going on there? They just wanted to make very clear that we understood that, yeah, she was banging him. She was also blowing him.
She does it all.
She does it all. She's a gamer. Yeah. She's one you want. Earlier this year, the school's athletic director and chief operating officer, Richard Postiglione, resigned in the wake of allegations that he knew about Mahoney's relationship with the student. Kind of hot. That he was able to look the other way. Kind of awesome. Authorities also alleged that he knew of and protected another female teacher who was having sex with a student from 06 to 07. Double hot. Awesome.
Absolute epidemic. This is unbelievable.
It's incredible. I'm telling you, dude, I was literally going through the Rolodex in my head about my career in school. I would have been a straight A student if I had even half good-looking teachers. Like, I don't remember ever having that teacher where it was like, well, yeah, I guess, Mrs. So-and-so, I remember. No, I remember having, like, virtual bags, man. Like, just old bags that were 10-year-old grandmas and shit.
I can think of one we had that used to wear, like, tight sweaters and stuff, and we'd make comments. Yeah. We're in Stratford.
She'd probably be thrilled to hear you say that.
She probably would.
Yeah. She loved you. You were her favorite student.
Well, I did make a...
You participated.
I made a sugar cube model of the Parthenon.
Wasn't that the class where you had to dress up too?
No, you
am I confusing it?
Dude,
I'm confusing
You called me out on that earlier. Like, I remember you. I never dressed up as anything in that class.
Yes, you dressed up in a class. You were wearing like in our Shakespeare class.
I don't think so, man.
I know. There's pictures. You in some purple robe.
No recollection of that.
I do.
I'm not.
Was she
I'm
our
not
Shakespeare
trying to,
teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was in Shakespeare class. You were dressed up as a Shakespeare character, and I think I skipped that day, but there's picture evidence of it.
Was I the only one?
I think there was another student standing next to you in an equally stupid outfit.
I don't remember that.
We mean Stratford.
Class. We're in Stratford.
We thought we were just going to get drunk in Stratford, Ontario.
No. We actually saw it take place. Yeah. We saw the taming of the shrew. Some merchant of Venice or some shit.
Is that what it was? I don't even remember. I probably slept through it. Anyway, they also allege that this Mahoney had sex with another student in 2012,
awesome.
Which would have been when she was 24. Wait, she's 24 now. She would have been 22.
Oh!
Hot.
Oh, it's so hot.
The alleged victim told the Post he was kicked out of the Catholic school because of his sexual relationship with Mahoney. The school denies that.
So they buried the prior.
Do you want
yeah.
You want this other one?
The other twink, is it hot too?
Yeah, she's pretty cute.
I don't know what she looks like. Let me see her.
Unfortunately for these toys, timing is everything, and they've been outdone by the threesome.
Right.
So sorry.
By the way,
honorable mention. Good effort.
good effort. She's doing it over multiple years with different students. That's always good.
You know, if we'd have known about you back in 12, maybe you take home the prize in 12.
It's got to count for something. Jay Wright's right. A few different kids, 30 times over a period, multiple blowjobs. I think that could be something.
But having a three-way with two teachers.
I know.
And we're hearing now there's videotape of it. Oh, my God. So the dude filmed it. Imagine that rock star in school. 16, 17 years old, banging two hot teachers and filming it.
It is unreal, dude.
It is. It's awesome.
The only sad thing is his life may never.
He's peaking at that.
That movie, dude, I'm telling you, that movie, freaking That's My Boy, one of the Adam Sandler's new movies. I mean, it's a few years now. Yeah. That was like the premise of that movie, that he was like the kid banging the teacher.
Yeah.
And he became a rock star, like a world rock star, like on Rolling Stone. Yeah. But then like years later, like that was his peak, dude.
Yeah.
It's
it's a funny movie.
Good movie. Like it's one of his best in a long time.
Yeah.
Very
I
old
agree.
school.
Have you seen it?
Never heard of it.
I have it.
It's called That's My Boy.
Yeah.
You should watch it.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
It's like old school, more old school Adam Sandler, a little more
Who else
raw.
is in it? It's the guy from SNL.
Yeah, Adam Sandberg.
Andy Samberg.
Oh, I have heard of that, yeah.
Yeah.
Very funny, dude.
Plays his son.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
His son's name is Han Solo. You remember
Yeah,
that?
that's right.
He named his son Han Solo. And as like a kid, he gave him a tattoo of like Star Wars on his back, and like it outgrew it or something.
As he grew up, it melted.
It's a really good movie, actually.
Pasadena Independent School District Police launched an investigation after what is believed to be a nude photo of a teacher started showing up on phones at students' Pasadena High. Of course it would.
And look at the age on this one again,
Jay,
too.
If I had a picture of a hot teacher nude, how long do you think it would just be on my phone? And if I sent it to you and went, "Don't show anyone, dude, you're gonna fuck it up for me," do you think there's any chance in hell that it doesn't hit 50 more phones? It's on, goddamn it, son, within seconds.
Of course.
Seconds. It's on every one of our buddies' phones within 30 seconds. It's just a group share. Like, dude, I held out as long as I could. I made it 32 seconds. You should be proud of me for that shit. But everybody's got the picture now. That's just how that would go.
Look at this girl's age again, too, I think.
How old?
24. 24?
I don't ever remember having a 24-year-old teacher.
No, that's the thing. And they're just party girls. They're just out of college, and they're just partying along here. That's the mindset.
Yeah.
And like we've talked about, the social media, it's the connection we never had.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the young ones are in because of the budget cuts. It's just a different world, dude.
And you've got a group of horned up teenagers who are right on the border of adulthood. You know what I mean? When you start getting into senior year in high school, you're capable of a lot with a chick, and you start hitting on girls, and all girls love being hit on. Not all girls, but most girls will tell you secretly that, yeah, I mean, if I'm walking on the street and some guy cat calls me, it's not the most insulting thing ever. It's kind of, for a lot of women, it's like, hey, still got it.
Yeah, flattering.
So you can see how that can get blurred. I wish to God we would have been born in that time. God damn it! God damn it! Oh, do you know what, dude? I so would have done that.
Oh yeah, you would have.
I would have.
Yeah.
I would have been the kid banging the teacher.
If you're living here now and you're right, you got text messaging. Because I know I said it and James already said it too. But it's so harmless because text messaging is not making that call like you said. It's not making a call on your parents' phone. You can send a text real fast, and or she said if she bites, she bites. If she doesn't, oh well.
Just
no
go
harm
fishing.
done.
You just go fishing with all of them. See who bites.
Yep. God, grew up at the wrong time. After the photo was circulated, Pasadena police began investigating a possible relationship between Zender, is her name, Ashley Zender, a biology teacher, and assistant cheerleading coach. I want to see a picture of her. Pull up a picture of her.
There's one on the back of the page there.
Oh, there is? She's all right.
But
she's got the same glasses as he does.
Oh, that's nice.
She looks hotter in her mugshot.
The picture in the back, I thought the picture I printed
little
out
gummy.
the back of that looked all right. Yeah.
Big gummy.
Little gummy, yeah.
Nice titties. Look at that poor dude. That poor dude thinks he's got his girl.
It's misshaped. She's misshaped in some way.
But
no, look at
if you're
is
16,
that misshaped? Look at that. That's misshaped.
It's a little misshaped.
But
a little bit.
Cute still.
Her head looks a little tiny for that body.
She looks photoshopped on.
Yeah. But if you were 16, come on, never gotten it before.
It's shaped wrong.
Oh fuck. I don't believe that.
It's shaped wrong.
You would
I
have
get
hit
that, but I don't believe
16,
for a second.
16.
That'd be fine.
Throw in the Throwing a broad net,
That'd
right?
be fine, yeah.
Yeah, be fine.
I admit it.
She comes up to you at a 16-year-old Jay. She
Admit
comes
it.
up to you. Okay.
Admit it. It's done.
Okay.
She was arrested Monday and charged
Little
with...
pea head or not? It's fine.
Yeah. I could still fit in that pea head. Court records say state Zender and the student had a sexual relationship from May to August of this year and met at her apartment. Police wrote the student admitted to sending the nude photo of Zender to his friends, of course. She initially denied the relationship after being confronted with the photo messages on the complainant's phone. She ultimately admitted to having sexual contact. They released a statement, Pasadena officials. Following her arrest, these charges are very serious, and this behavior will not be tolerated. When a teacher violates the trust of a student, it makes it difficult for the majority of teachers who genuinely care for the safety and well-being of students, blah, blah, blah.
How do they say that without freaking...
Laughing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, it goes back to if this was flipped, if the role was reversed, right. Send him to jail. The guy needs to go to jail. He's a pig and a creep. The other way around, medals need to be handed out.
No boy has ever been damaged in that situation.
Never. I don't care how young a boy. It's a fact is right. They can say whatever they want. No boy has been affected in a negative way over banging their hot teacher. I'm sorry. I just refuse to believe that. There are some other stories. Should we do the 20 things to remember if you love someone with ADD?
Yeah, let's run down those real quick since we teased them before.
All right. I don't know if anyone... I mean, I don't really know anybody that would fit into a category.
God, I can't think of anybody.
Yeah.
ADD.
They do say it's a fact that a person with ADD is hard to love. But understanding what a person with ADD feels like will help you become more patient, tolerant, compassionate, and loving, Jay.
Hey, you should really listen up to this. I know you don't love me, but...
Well, you know. So your relationship will become more enjoyable and peaceful. This is what goes on in the mind of a person with ADD or ADHD. 1, they have an active mind. The ADD brain doesn't stop. There's no on-off switch.
They didn't say they're smart, did they?
No, that's not. That's the thing I always try to tell. I know.
Definitely didn't say they're smart.
I always tell people, I'm the furthest from a genius, but I always say but that's not what I mean when I say my mind's always racing. Like it's always racing. I'm not. That doesn't mean I'm doing equations up here, but it's just like.
Glad we cleared that up.
But it is always freaking like I have a very hard time shutting off.
Yeah.
Like,
apparently, ADD people do as well.
So what?
There are no breaks that bring it to a halt. It is a burden one must learn to manage. Number 2, they listen but don't absorb what is being said. A person with ADD will look at you, hear your words, watch your lips move, but after the first 5 words, their mind is on a journey. They can still hear you speak, but their thoughts are in outer space. They're thinking about how your lips are moving or how your hair is out of place. 3, they have difficulty staying on task.
You're ringing any bells, Jay?
Instead of keeping the focus on what's in front of them, people with ADD are staring at the colors in the painting on the wall.
The bird that flew by the window.
The blue bird that flew by the window. 4, they become anxious easily. They can't concentrate when they are emotional.
So true. You guys don't really see that in me a lot yourselves here.
No, you're emotionless.
No, but like if I'm in like yesterday, I had a thing yesterday when I was doing my comedy thing towards Lansing. Like when I left this place, I wanted to stop between here and there and work on some stuff. And so I decided I didn't have enough time to go home. But I got to Brighton and realized that I had left my wallet at home. So I had to drive back to home, back to Brighton, back to blah, blah. And of course, when I get something like that, I literally get to a point where it's so emotional that I can't like let it go. Like I just sitting in my car, it's just like it described.
Were you sobbing? Were you sobbing?
No, I was yelling at myself over and over again.
They concentrate too intensely.
No. Disagree.
When the doors
Hill to die on.
When the doors of their mind open, the person with ADD dives in like a scuba diver, jumping into the deep ocean.
Oh, I wish I wouldn't have died on the last hill.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like
anyone.
They concentrate. No. 7, they have difficulty stopping a task when they're in the zone.
Boy, this middle part of the list is kind
of gotten off track. Huh?
I
think this list got ADD.
I'll disagree on that one a little bit.
They're unable to regulate their emotions. Their emotions are flying wild, out of proportion, and cannot be contained. The tangled wires in their brilliant brains make thought and feelings difficult to process. They need extra time to get their systems up and running properly. Is that it? We're still waiting on him to get his system up and running properly?
Yeah, what about that brilliant adjective? Was that kind of just thrown in as sort of,
is it
don't want to make him feel bad?
What you say to a special student? Too?
Yeah.
Oh, you're brilliant in your own way.
God, you're so special.
Yeah. Very, very special. The tangled wires in their brilliant brains.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. They have verbal outbursts.
No way! Fuck you, Jay!
They have social anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
Feeling uncomfortable knowing that they are different. People with ADD are often uncomfortable in social situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait till you're out in public with them. They are deeply intuitive.
You gotta read some of the description.
For people with ADD, the surface is an invisible exterior that they penetrate. They see beyond it. This is the most enjoyable aspect of ADD. This inspirational trait is what makes creative geniuses,
I believe,
inventors, artists, musicians, and writers thrive in this zone.
As we know, I'm an artist.
Or you play
You're a
one.
musician, Fidel's.
Fidel, yeah. Fidel Legions. We know how those went.
Saw you playing the Air Fidel the other day on Facebook.
He was playing the Air Fidel.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
Sitting in a bar playing the Air Fidel.
He's probably the first person ever in the history of mankind to play an Air Fidel.
I play the Air Fidel several times in my car if I'm listening to 90s country songs that have
really?
Fidel.
Like real people would do like
10
with a
and
guitar
2,
solo?
dude. 10 and 2. Hold on to the damn
No, you
steering
got
wheel.
knee up on the steering wheel.
Oh my God! If you get in an accident playing the fucking Air Fidel, seriously.
Because we already know he has no problem texting and driving. Can you imagine texting
No,
and
I don't.
Air Fidel?
You're right.
Yeah.
I have no problem playing air guitar while I drive. I have no problem doing everything while I drive. I don't care.
So we have to go down this road again.
Okay.
No.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
12, they think out of the box.
Yes. I don't care what you say. Absolutely, that is me.
Are you an out-of-the-box thinker?
Yes.
If you're told to think out of the box, maybe.
No.
Stop thinking squarely in the box. Think out of the box.
That's ridiculous. Okay.
All right. Another wonderful aspect of ADD is that because they think differently, their abstract minds see solutions to problems that the concrete thinker cannot see.
No. He's not ADD. I've determined that.
I disagree.
Wait, I might get you back. They're impatient and fidgety. Annoyed easily, wanting things to happen immediately, constantly playing with their phones, twirling their hair, or bouncing their leg up and down. A person with ADD needs constant motion. It's a calming Zen activity for them.
Look at during this.
He's twisting in the chair,
He's constantly
dicking with his
things.
wire.
They are physically sensitive. So if you were to like lunge across the room and beat on him for some reason.
They turtle.
Yeah. Pencils feel heavy in their hand. Fibers in fabric
I didn't know
that
what
most
that
people
meant.
wouldn't feel can be itchy. Beds
You're
are
a
bumpy.
weak little bitch.
Yeah. They're disorganized. Okay, I'm starting to feel really ADD. I'm bored with this list, and I do half the things on it.
Yeah, dude.
This
Might be
this
onto
one's
something.
very much me. You're coming up. This one you're about to read.
Piles are their favorite method of organizing.
Oh boy, Mike.
Yeah, you're surrounded by a bunch of ads. Room full of ads, lawyer boy. They need space to pace.
Oh yeah.
When talking on the phone or having a conversation, people they think better when they're in motion. Oh shit.
When I talk on the phone,
I'm constantly like lapping around the pool when I'm on the phone with you.
I never sit down when I'm on the phone. I end up walking outside, just like you said. You walk around the pool. I always end up walking outside, and same thing. There's just only for me. It's just
the
like
only
driveway.
time I don't is if we're in a meeting with someone and on speakerphone.
Yeah, I mean, if
like
you
I can
have
sit
to.
through that, but if I'm on the phone myself, I'm constantly walking. They avoid tasks.
I thought going into this we were about to diagnose my man to my right, but I think we might be diagnosing my man to the left.
They can't remember simple tasks.
This is me, 100%.
Another paradoxical trait of ADD is memory. People with ADD can't remember to pick up their clothes at the cleaners, milk at the grocery store, or appointments. On the other hand, they remember every comment, quote, and phone number they heard during the day. No matter how many Post-its or calendar reminders they set, their distracted mind is always elsewhere. Visible items are easier to remember. That's why they have 15 windows open on their desktop. I probably have 20 windows open on my desktop. I forgot I had a meeting this morning at 9 a.m. with Bill until he texted me at 8:30 this morning. I'm an ad.
You are, dude. You've never closed a window on your computer.
No. They're passionate about everything they do. The emotions, thoughts, words, and touch of a person with ADD is powerful. Everything is magnified. This is a blessing when channeled properly. I just need to channel it properly. When a person with ADD does something, they do it with their heart and soul. They give it all they've got. They are intense, perceptive, and deep. This quality is what makes the person with ADD so lovable. So I'm lovable. Dude,
he's ADD. You're not.
Whatever. Okay. I was at least half that stuff on that list. At least.
We should both go get diagnosed by an actual doctor.
I agree.
And see what the results come back as.
I agree. That would be hilarious.
Would that be hilarious?
I wonder if you can be more ADD than one person. Can you be more ADD than me?
Can you be more retarded than someone?
This harkens back to the IQ test that was offered. The IQ test has been offered several times.
I've never turned it down.
A certain listener, I forget, I'll pull it up. I think it was Jeff.
But what does the IQ test have to do with?
Oh, it doesn't have to do both. I just harken back to that as you talked about testing. My man E needs to get IQ test. IQ tested.
I've
IQ
never
test.
backed
I need to be IQ test. I need to be IQ test.
How do you think you do on an IQ test?
I think I do good. I think I do better than you guys
Did you do
think
well?
I would do. Yeah, I get good and well. I guess.
Yeah. All right.
I think I would do better than you guys would think I would do.
I think that's true.
I do too.
I certainly don't think I would, in the end, I would not be like in this lower 10%.
You wouldn't be in the feeble-minded?
No.
Yeah.
I don't by any means do I think I'm a
Sections
genius.
of it you might
High feeble-minded?
You're throwing that word genius around a lot. I don't like it. You said brilliant and genius and describing yourself.
No, I said by no way do I think.
Yeah, but by saying I don't think I'm a genius. I'm not saying I'm brilliant. It's kind of saying you're brilliant and a genius.
I didn't say brilliant today. The thing did, and then Jay said it, but.
I pointed out how it doesn't apply.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't say that word, so I didn't throw that around. But I just think I would do better than some people think I would. That's all I've said. I did not say I'm that
You
smart.
did better at sports than I thought you would. You're a decent athlete.
Good.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I wouldn't mind seeing him get IQ tested. I seriously, after reading that list, kind of want to get an ADD test.
Well, I don't think he'd get through the IQ test. His ADD would prevent it because they're longer than you think.
Yeah.
I agree with that. If it's gonna take me 3 hours,
fuck this.
If it's gonna take me 3 hours to do it, I don't think I can sit there for 3 hours and do a test.
Aren't there shorter ones, like 50 questions? Like a mini IQ test.
There's probably something online, but if you want to do the official one,
it's hours.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it if someone sets it up. I've said it 100 times.
If someone sets it up.
All right, I will look back at my messages because there was an offer. There's an offer to pay for it and everything.
Really?
I will 100% take it. I have no problem taking it.
Do we have any email? Any good email, Jay?
Kevin writes in.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, much like myself, you seem to be absolutely appalled and flabbergasted by everything about Eric. There has to be something traumatic that happened to him in his childhood that caused him to be the way that he is today. I refuse to believe anyone could naturally develop into being a complete piece of dog shit. Kevin, if you could please try to delve deeper into Eric's past and find an answer, that would be amazing.
Oh, coming from perfect person, perfect human being Kevin, I suppose.
My guess,
Jesus Christ.
My guess is he has some wacky uncle or relative of some sort that may or may not have sexually assaulted Eric.
No.
Which is why his family gives him a free pass on everything due to the fact that they feel sorry for him. I truly just need to know because it bothers me beyond belief.
Would you admit it if an uncle touched you?
Yeah.
I think you would too.
That's too bad that your life, I guess, it boggles your mind so often in your day that you're worried about my life. But I definitely, I don't know what to say, man.
P.S. Great job on pronouncing scenario properly.
Hey.
Thanks,
Props
Kevin.
to you, Jay.
Thanks, Kevin. Listen.
Look.
I'll get to that one.
All right.
We have a chick who wrote in, Betsy writes in, she has the exercise allergy. Do you remember that story?
Really? Yes, I do. I have it too.
I have had the...
No, you don't have the...
I'm an ADD with exercise allergies. Yes, it's documented. Well documented. Self-diagnosed.
I've had this for years now. It took many doctors to even figure it out. They don't know much about it. I agree it sucks. I am a trainer at a gym. Needless to say, not good for my profession.
Wow.
Goodbye, BUI. And eat shit, Eric. Betsy, how do you deal with that? Remember the throat contracts?
Yeah.
We saw that picture.
It sounds like some of them have much worse symptoms than others. She could just get like a rash or something and still fall under that category.
Yeah.
Mine's way more severe. I get the throat swelling and closing and probably. So, yeah. I can't work out at all.
Nina writes in,
It's not healthy.
I believe
I'll say
this is the same Nina that E wanted to take the picture with.
Okay.
Remember where he's like, "Do you want a picture with me?" She's like,
not really.
I'll
Thanks,
do
though.
I'll do it. Nina writes in, "Hi boys, I've been surprised that during the last couple podcasts that you haven't even mentioned the Bob Bashara trial, and I'm just curious as to why. It's a local story, erectile dysfunction, BDSM, a disgusting dude that was getting more action than Eric, and a narcissistic stupidity are all the acts in this local circus. I know Jay is all fired up about the Pigman story. Oh God, I am.
Yeah,
that's
gonna
hot
be
Carl, the boy.
But this story is
penis. But this story is just as interesting and local, just as interesting
as the Pigman.
Nina, I beg to differ.
Yeah,
but why haven't we talked about Bob, Master Bob?
I don't know. You know, I got bored with that story for some reason
I feel
years
like
ago.
It played out like
forever
already.
ago. Yeah, it was like an old story, and it's been talked about so much on Detroit airwaves.
Yeah, I don't know that
like,
anything
what
different has come out than what was already known.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't know.
You've mentioned it. She asked why you haven't mentioned it, and you have. You read the email. You've mentioned it.
Yeah.
Done.
We got it, Nina.
Check the bucks.
I appreciate that. Because she's right. I mean, we talked at length about the wafer story and things like that. You know, we'll hit
Lakes Minivan USA. It's our boy. There's got to be some sort of
the Fez wearers who, by the way, they got sentenced the other day.
They did.
Yeah, one of them at least got life.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't see what the second guy got, but
probably life.
Well, I don't know if he was charged with the same shit and all that.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't
I just
even
remember the Fezes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
water
huge
buffalo
reward that was offered.
Oh yeah, like $5,000 or $4,500. That's hilarious.
Turn in these kingpins.
Yeah.
For $5,000.
They're on the lam and have access to millions and millions of dollars. We'll give you $4,500 for information leading to their arrest.
We'll just cast that line out there.
Yeah.
In no time, we'll be reeling in 2 Fez wearers.
Yeah. Good luck standing on the lam with that hanging out there. Good luck. We'll give you coupons to Dave and Buster's.
No, you know, as Bob goes on, maybe we'll chime in and see if anything more interesting comes out of that. But
I don't know.
God, Mike, you all right?
Yeah, I'm tired. My ADD is kicking me around. Yeah.
Let's tie it up.
Anything else?
We're good. We'll hold on to the rest for tomorrow.
All right. Yeah, we'll get to some more stuff tomorrow. Maybe we'll mention the albino deer.
Oh my God.
Weird.
Little 11-year-old kid took out an albino 12-point with a crossbow, and this thing just looks bizarre.
It looks way bizarre, and it's local.
I want to know how somebody didn't hit this thing earlier. It's a freaking albino. It's a white deer standing against green trees.
Yeah, and I don't know, because he really would.
Not that deer are green, but you get my point.
Yeah, but they would blend in with tree trunks, right? That are also brown. Brush. No, what did I say that one day? Marsh. No, did I say
you said
mush?
No, I didn't say mush.
Fuck. It was mud and marsh mixed. It was
mush?
It was mersh or something.
I think it was mush. I'm telling you, I think it was
mush.
Instead of the marsh. I might have said mush.
Yeah.
And you said you're confusing
I remember thinking
mud
of oatmeal when you said it. I remember thinking
it was
of
mush.
Jay thought of oatmeal.
How do you... You didn't remember what you said, but you remember what Jay thought of.
I did. That's what ADD people do.
Yep, they remember details like that.
I remember Jay at the time, not you, that you've tried to steal now.
You were sitting there not listening.
You tried to plagiarize Jay's joke. But Jay was saying...
It wasn't good enough for him. It was a straight out of Stockton situation.
Maybe. He's trying to claim it now as his own.
Look at he's in like his 3rd trimester here.
I am not even that bad at all. And you know what? You out of all...
Adam is going to kill...
Oh, no, dude. You, Mr. Out of everybody, knows you've seen people that have run... This would not even affect me in a marathon. It wouldn't.
Big E, you look a little bit more doughy than when I first met you.
There's no way it's possible.
In 6 months that you wouldn't put on some dough? I think you have. I think you have. I'm worried. I'm concerned. All I know is Adam is altitude training.
I don't care. I'm getting back into shape, man. It's like I still have a month and a half before I even start training. I'm fine.
When are you doing this race?
April 18th, 2015.
Wow.
It takes about 4 months to train for a marathon. If you're going to do it right, it takes about 4 months to train for a marathon.
All right. We'll be on you.
One of them's training in altitude, and the other one's just kind of sitting around with dough.
running 5 days a week for the last month and a half.
You're going to hurt yourself doing that.
No, I won't.
See, you're up there now. You're 30.5.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll be definitely on the Big E as we get closer to that April 2015 date.
Put that in next year's calendar.
Oh,
yeah.
That's you.
No, that's all
Go
right.
ahead. Finish your thought. Finish your thought.
That's how they work. Don't. He can make fun of me, but you can't. You know that's how they work when it comes to marathon. You knew this. There's no way you thought it was going to be like, oh, the marathon was coming in January.
Should be.
Something.
Can you get one in January?
Not around here, you can't.
I think there was one last weekend.
There was.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, were you busy?
The bet was made like a month before that, and I was not. I'm not going to make.
I know you got to get rid of that dough. I hear you. You got to drop some weight. Got to cut some weight. I get it.
We should go on a run and see who.
Dude, believe me, you beat me.
Challenge.
Yeah, you got me there. You
All
got
right.
me there, my man.
Well, let's call it right there for a Wednesday edition of the Detroit Cast. Thanks everybody for hanging with us. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll see you tomorrow for an all-new Thursday edition of said Detroit Cast.
You've been listening to the Detroit Cast with your hosts, Mike and Jay. From all of us at Radio for One Studios, thank you for listening. And as always, thank you, Detroit.
Listen to that watch.